What's up, guys? Episode 158 of the Daily BE. That is a lot of episodes, and really only in 2017. We only started this series back in January of this year, and have since produced quite a few videos. So I hope it's been of value, and I'm doing a little bit of a recap here. You'll notice a couple of things have been different with this video already, perhaps. We do not have our kind of Bespoke Edge bumper and the music and this and that. And that's because, well, it's been a little while since we did a video in the first place. I think about 3 weeks, and I apologize for that. We got so wrapped up in the end of the year and different things have been going on, random projects, that the videos have admittedly kind of been pushed to the side. And I thought at the very least we'll get one more out, and we won't worry about making it super pretty. We'll just make sure we got something out there for you guys. And by the way, we're going to do some a little bit things kind of differently in 2018, make sure that we can kind of keep the content going at a good clip. Because we have a lot that we want to talk about, a lot that we want to do, and we need to find a better way to kind of get it out in a timely fashion for you guys. But we wanted to kind of do a little recap here. Obviously, we've done a lot of videos, and it's been really, really cool for me personally to kind of see what has been performing really well, what you guys have really connected with, and what kind of value has been the best. And interestingly, the whole discussion on not wearing socks in your dress shoes was a huge topic. That blew me away. And then of course some of the basics like pick stitching and working buttonholes are popular questions, and they come up quite often. But it's just been fun for me to kind of see the response, and obviously the comments you guys have and the questions that are asked. And that's been my intention from the beginning, is that this platform on YouTube would be really a good place that people could just ask questions and get things out there and kind of start a discussion. And that gives me a little bit to go on for different videos, different blog posts in the future, and just to kind of know what you guys, what's on your mind, so that I can kind of reciprocate and offer you guys some value. So thank you so much for watching over the past 12 months. And of course we have a lot more planned for 2018, good things to come. And kind of a theme that's been bubbling out a little bit for me personally, I've been kind of picking up on, is this topic that suiting today, forget about custom suits, bespoke suits, made to measure, off the rack, whatever, just wearing a suit has really changed over the last couple decades. In the 1980s, there was the idea of kind of a power suit. And the power suit was very corporate looking, it was very bland, it was a very sharp cut. It was kind of meant for intimidation, really, and to portray power and obviously confidence, all these different things. But the connotation was much more for work, and it wasn't so much fun. It wasn't very expressive. And in recent decades, fortunately, that pendulum has kind of swung from very corporate-y, very bland in my opinion, to much more on the art side and the expression. And we're seeing that in a lot of different companies, a lot of different trends today, and culture in general. There's much more of an emphasis on expression of your individual personality through clothing. Because with fashion and style, we can say something very quickly to the people around us with the clothes that we wear. So if you're into whether it's polka dots or paisley or really wild socks, or if you like very, very sleek suits, or you like kind of a colorful sport coat, whatever it is, you can communicate that very quickly. And it's much less the typical power suit, and it's much more that you have something unique to you that you want to say. So this shift in the world of suiting has been much less of something that you were once upon a time kind of expected to do. You're expected to wear a corporate looking suit, and today less so, and it's much more up to you. It's what do you want? What do you want to wear? I think there's a lot of cool things that we are going to start seeing in the coming years, where wearing a suit is much more accepted in terms of what you can do with it and how it makes you feel. And that's really what it's about. I think something that we're going to start and kind of focus on in 2018, 2019 is really the idea that wearing a suit is something that can be kind of joyful. It can be comfortable. It can be fun. It can be something that you really want to wear because of how it feels, and obviously how it looks too, but just how it makes you feel personally. And that's kind of a shift, I think, in thinking in recent years. And it's something that the more I think about it, I want to really drive home the fact that a suit is not what it once was, and it's kind of changing. And yet there's still that element of nostalgia in something that your father and your grandfather and probably great-grandfather wore. And in the realm of custom suiting, of course, it's something that you got tailored for, and it was a process and an experience. So we'll work to kind of articulate that better in the coming years and how that relates on a very, very practical level to you guys watching, not only style questions, but the history, and also this culture that's kind of emerging of wearing a suit or a sport coat and being a little more dressed up in a modern world. So long story short, lots of good things to come. We have a lot of different ideas, and we're going to start looking into podcasting as well, because we're all so busy anymore that if I can give you a little bit of value in the audio format very quickly, it'd be a great thing. By the way, in the last 2 months, we have done an Alexa skill. If you have an Amazon Alexa enabled device, check under style and you'll see
you don't have any smart home devices. To get started,
Alexa, stop.
Smart home section of the Alexa app.
Alexa, stop. Obviously, I have one. That was the wake word. But the idea being that we do have a daily Min style tip that can be part of your flash briefing or daily briefing. And that's a response that we realize that everyone is so busy today that, to learn something new about suiting, even though it's kind of a visual thing, we can still get a lot across in an audio format. So look for much more in the podcast realm in 2018. Good stuff to come. And as always, guys, if you have not subscribed, please do. You're missing out if you don't. And of course, any questions, anytime, feel free to sound off in the comments below. If you haven't noticed already, we do read every comment, and we will get back to the ones when appropriate. And we are looking forward to doing a lot more in the coming years to help you out. All right, thanks for your attention, everyone, and we will see you in 2018 with episode 159.